Antique Plaza, indoor shopping mall here in Bangkok, devoted entirely to electronics. This is a temple to technology. Everywhere around you, you see speakers, printers, laptops for gamers. But this is just a single snapshot of the click culture of Thailand. Now, on the program, we're going to explore how the kingdom is positioning itself as a tech hub for the region. So join me, Christy Lustau, as we take the pulse of Thai technology, feeling out the pressure points as well as the opportunity. Bangkok, Thailand, the Southeast Asian megacity of temples and tuk-tuks, street food and smiles. A hotspot for tourists, Bangkok has grown rapidly over the years with a cityscape that continues to modernize, expanding as far as the eye can see. It is a show of strength for the Thai economy and a country of almost 70 million sandwiched between Asian powerhouses India and China. But in the global race for technology and innovation, some might say that Thailand is missing something that many entrepreneurs in this town are actively chasing. Magical, elusive, and extremely rare. Since time immemorial, the unicorn has captured our imaginations. But in the world of startups, the unicorn is real. These are privately held companies worth over $1 billion. Thailand may be the second largest economy in ASEAN, but it has yet to produce its first startup unicorn.
That's right.
So what's the secret? What needs to happen next for Thailand to make that goal?
The tax incentive is definitely one of the very first, which we are still working on it. It's actually much more competitive now, but still not most competitive. Secondly is how we attracted the fund, VCs, for example.
According to CB Insights, there are upwards of 300 startup unicorns in the world, and more than 3/4 of these private companies come from the US and China. Many of these unicorns are household names. Think Uber and Airbnb, the drones made by DJI and Grab in Southeast Asia, all tech superstars that transform the way we live. So, in the global hunt for these magical 10-digit companies, could the next unicorn come from Thailand? Supachai Chiapvanon thinks so. He heads up True Corporation, a communications conglomerate that recently opened a tech-centric campus in Bangkok called True Digital Park. For him, this is exactly the kind of ecosystem with its hot desks, maker spaces, and ready supply of coffee that unicorns can thrive in. What is this robot? I keep seeing the robot
it's
here.
It's a service robot.
Oh,
okay,
it is delivered water.
If you want some water.
Okay, let me put it back. Okay, thank you very much.
เดี๋ยวเปิดอีกทีนึง
I don't know what to do.
Open, please. Open.
Open, please. Okay. Okay, thank you. Close, please. All right, see you. Bye.
Okay.
Interesting. Thailand is coming from behind and
Yeah.
has big dreams. Thailand wants to be the tech hub for the region.
Yeah.
It has the infrastructure,
Yeah.
places like this. It has the investment.
Yeah.
There are, as you put out, just then, you have strategies in place. But can Thailand do it?
We are not in here just for the return on investment in terms of the co-working space and real estate. We are in here with bigger purpose than that. We are in here to really attract and create an ecosystem that could attract the right talent and entrepreneurship over to Thailand.
So far, True Digital Park has already attracted the attention of global heavy hitters like Google and WeWork. As Thailand focuses on shifting its economy from industry to high-tech innovations, building the infrastructure to support these ambitions is key. The IDC predicts that by 2022, more than 60% of Thailand's GDP will be digitized, driving some $70 billion in IT-related investment.
We're an agricultural basket for the world. We're a manufacturing hub for innovations from other countries. Now, what I think a lot of people didn't realize is Thailand is actually one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world.
Amarit Chatronpan started Hubba, Thailand's first co-working space, back in 2012. At the time, he says Thailand's nascent startup scene lacked a sense of community.
We at Hubba act as the bridge, understands all the parties at the table. As long as people still like to grab a beer, still like to be pitched in person, shared workspace, co-working spaces, still a tremendous way to go.
The numbers also back up this need among Thailand's entrepreneurs for physical space.
During the past 7 years, from 2011 to 2018, the total estimated value of startup fundraisers in Thailand is estimated around 337 million US dollar. And one of the big key players in our communities are from corporate venture capital.
TechSauce tracks business and technology news in the region with a particular emphasis on Thailand. The company says that there are currently more than 800 startups in the kingdom today, and that the key challenge for growth is whether they can scale up their business and cater to the region.
I believe that in the next few years we will have a unicorn because of there are a lot of the promising startups.
There's all these billion-dollar companies in Singapore and Indonesia and Vietnam a little bit. Why isn't there one from Thailand? So I think there's always been a host of very fundamental issues that really has not helped the ecosystem move faster, whether it's access to capital, talent, and the education for high technology skills. We've really unpacked all those challenges, and I think we're about to see Thailand at an inflection point.
Bangkok is saturated with air-conditioned malls like this one, the M Courtier. It's a draw for shopaholic tourists and also a growing middle class. Now, this type of consumer culture, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, but e-commerce is transforming the shopping scene in Southeast Asia. It's a transformation that is driven by one of the most engaged mobile internet populations in the world. How does e-commerce in Thailand and Southeast Asia compare and contrast with the rest of the world, in particular the West?
I would say the market has in some ways leapfrogged parts of the West. And what we mean by that is that when you think about mobile penetration today here in Southeast Asia, you're looking at 90% plus. And that means that really when you're designing an e-commerce experience, you cannot ignore mobile. And with that also comes with payments.
The e-commerce office, located just above a massive shopping mall, CEO and serial entrepreneur Paul Shivarakon shows me around. Started in 2013, e-commerce is now one of the leading e-commerce companies in Southeast Asia. You have a huge team here. Didn't realize how fast it was. After building and selling 3 startup companies, Shivarakon founded opportunity in the region's digital revolution by creating what he calls an e-commerce enabler.
We provide services everywhere from marketing, retailing, distribution, customer service, all the way down to logistics, where it's fulfillment, warehousing, and delivery.
At the e-commerce fulfillment warehouse on the outskirts of Bangkok, rows upon rows of goods await online purchase and delivery. The company says that it's attracted high-profile clients like L'Oreal, Samsung, and Adidas. fast becoming a frontrunner in the Thai startup ecosystem. Your company, the company that you founded, e-commerce, the buzz around town is that it's on track to become Thailand's very first unicorn. You know, a private company worth over $1 billion. How does that make you feel?
I'm incredibly proud, and for us, we're really just, we have our head down, and we're trying to, really build a solid business across Southeast Asia, and just, to even, someday be considered a unicorn, it'd be a privilege. But of course, we're a ways yet.
Shannon Kalyanamit is an investor in the country's early stage startups and an entrepreneur herself with more than 18 years of experience.
Yeah, it's Thailand. I like Thailand. I like it because, it's organized chaos. And so that's why it's prime for all this disruption, right? It's like, okay, wait, there's a problem right here, and here, and here.
She says that one of Thai Tech's biggest hurdles is moving beyond being what she calls hyper-local.
A lot of Thai entrepreneurs that we've seen basically have decided to drill down into the local language and to the local market without needing to look, should I expand to Indo?
Yeah.
Should I expand to Malaysia?
Thailand seems to have a lot of the ingredients to build great tech companies, right? And it's also a big economy. It's the second largest economy in ASEAN, and yet it has yet to produce a unicorn.
Yeah.
You're saying Thailand should be more ambitious, Thai tech?
I think in order to be a unicorn, let's look at the top unicorns today. The Indonesian ones, just because of the sheer population.
Yeah.
So that's one factor. Two, the other unicorns that we have are quite regional.
Yeah.
We don't have any regional ones here except for the e-commerces, except for the Pomelos, which probably are the ones that will be the unicorn, if anything.
With headquarters in Bangkok, Pomelo, a local e-commerce brand, has a decidedly regional mindset and what CEO David Ju calls an omni-channel approach. You're an e-commerce play, but you're opening up brick-and-mortar retail shops.
Right.
What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, so I like to say that e-commerce in some ways is already a little bit of an outdated business model, which is crazy to think about. But I think the average person is not really thinking what's offline, what's online, e-commerce versus traditional retail. They're more thinking, I want to discover, browse using social media. I want the convenience of e-commerce, but I'm also spending time in shopping malls and cafes.
Launched in 2013, the company aims to be the first global fast fashion brand out of Southeast Asia, competing with the likes of Zara and H&M. With additional offices in China, Indonesia, and Singapore, Pomelo currently delivers to about 50 countries. You're in the business of completely vertically integrated fast fashion. You're doing everything yourselves.
Yeah.
So how much time does it take to design an article of clothing, get it manufactured, have it be on a model, put it on the website, and get your first sale?
Yeah, it can be as short as a few weeks.
With its design studios in Bangkok and new fashions rolling out regularly, Ju says Thailand occupies a sweet spot between emerging markets and more developed economies. You've said being a Thai company is an opportunity. What do you mean by that?
I think that, like each geography kind of undergoes this adoption of everything digital. And Southeast Asia is going through that at the moment. And being a Thai company, I think there are some real advantages around the availability of amazing creative talent, the geographic location of Thailand as a logistics hub, and also just being in a culture that's so immersed in social media on a daily basis, right? So if you can really weave all of those things together, I think you can build a great business and brand.
A 2018 joint study by Google and the Singaporean investment company Temasek predicts that Southeast Asia's internet economy will be worth $240 billion by 2025. That is more than 3 times bigger than it is now. For companies like Pomelo and e-commerce, that projected growth means that in countries like Thailand, shopping on the internet could one day be as commonplace as a stroll through the mall. Phatta. This is part of Bangkok's Chinatown, and this is a foodie heaven. You got your street food, you have your seafood, and it's at nighttime when this place really shines. And hungry locals and tourists descend upon the restaurants here. The Thai love of food cannot be overstated. There are over 100,000 registered restaurants across the country, and with a world-renowned cuisine that extends far beyond Pad Thai, local tech entrepreneurs are finding opportunity in all things food. The story of Thailand's epic food scene starts here, in the countryside, where fields upon fields of farmland produce the nation's staple crops. I am in Phetchaburi, Thailand. It's an agricultural area about a 2-hour drive south of Bangkok. And here, a local entrepreneur has brought to market a technology that could help farmers save hours of labor. Wachirwat Angsupanet, also known as ICE, is not your average drone-flying 27-year-old. He is the founder and CEO of Bugaway Thailand, a producer of agricultural drones that can spray pesticides and fertilizers over the fields of rural Thailand. Agriculture represents a huge part of the Thai economy. So how big is the opportunity for you and Bugaway?
This is a business with a bright future because, as you know, Thailand is a country where agriculture is still a major industry. That's why we've gone out to educate farmers about this technology so that they can see the benefits.
And then this? Higher.
Very easy.
It is very easy. ICE says that the technology's ability to cut back on time and labor could justify the price tag of up to $8,000 for Thai farmers. When farmers in Thailand see your drones for the first time, are they scared? Are they curious? How do they react?
When we went to market 2 years ago, these drones were a totally new innovation, which had never before existed in Thailand. We realized it would be difficult to change the perception of farmers who had been working in the traditional way for 40 or 50 years. However, their children, the new generation of farmers, do want to use technology like this to make their lives more convenient.
Convenience enabled by technology, from the rice fields to the urban mega malls. Now, according to the 2019 Global Digital Report, there are 55 million active mobile internet users in Thailand. That's almost 80% of the population. The impressive mobile penetration in the country is one reason why German entrepreneur Michael Cluzel decided to set up shop in Bangkok. Your headquarters are here. Why Bangkok, and what are the challenges as well as opportunities being based here?
I think things that make Thailand interesting is that the cost of doing business is very reasonable.
Yeah.
Office rental, labor cost. At the same time, the quality of labor that we find is quite high. Thai staff tend to be very creative, flexible, and hardworking. On top of this, you have a location that is really smack dab in the middle of Southeast Asia, and our business spans all of Southeast Asia, making Thailand a really great hub.
His company, Eatigo, launched in 2014 with Thailand as its first market. The restaurant booking app offers time-based discounts and today boasts more than 5 million users in 7 Asian countries.
So we can maybe pick this restaurant right now. We can get 20% off at Phuket Town, which is a nice place. You click next and you confirm and you're done.
Easy, done, you got your table, you got your discount.
That's right.
So we are here in Phuket Town, one of many restaurant partners that you have at Eatigo. How many restaurant partners do you have, and how do they react to your app?
We currently have a good 5,000 merchants on our platform, spread across the 7 markets where we're in.
Yeah.
And the merchants are generally very happy to be on Eatigo because we help them fill their empty inventory at the times when they really need the traffic.
Yeah. Now, inventory is interesting, because airline industry, they're used to managing inventory, right? You call it yield management.
That's right.
Hotels too. But mom and pop restaurants, not so much. So how do you bring them into the world of your app?
Eatigo is based on the premise that an empty table is a perishable good.
I couldn't leave Thailand without trying my hand at cooking some of the country's iconic dishes, and there's one startup in town that makes it possible with a few taps of the finger. Yeah, and what is it about Thailand and Bangkok in particular that inspires foodies all around the world to come here to enjoy and also to start a food-related business?
Sure. I think if you think about food tourism, even like the two words, yeah, food, Thailand is known around the world for food.
Yeah.
And the same for tourism. It's really like one of the most visited places in the world. So I think we're really at the intersection here of food and travel. For us, it was really like the perfect spot actually to start cooking.
Thank you.
Just welcome all of you to our Bai Pai Thai.
Chrissy, how often do you cook at home?
That's a good question. I make toast and cereal.
All right.
At the Bai Pai Thai Cooking School in Bangkok, Cookly CEO and co-founder Benjamin Osney joins me for a lesson in making pomelo salad. Now, the company currently offers more than 1,000 classes across 30 countries. Osney says that his company has been a hit, particularly with millennial travelers who are seeking experiences rather than static photo ops, to go local rather than touristy. It's been calling.
Okay, you'll be
us.
surprised at like how delicious it can be.
Yeah.
A meal that's really being prepared within minutes. Right?
I'm a real foodie. I made this.
And you cook.
The Great Metropolis. That is the meaning behind the name of this building, the King Power Mahanakon. I'm standing about 78 stories up in the air, and I'm feeling that all throughout my body right now. This is one of the tallest buildings in Thailand, and with its famous pixelated facade, it is a reminder of the marriage between modernity and technology. Now, across Thailand, especially here in Bangkok, you have entrepreneurs and investors looking for ways to wield that technology and to find new possibilities. What is this robot? Ah, you have Pong? Do you know how to play Pong? Oh, no.
As long as people still like to grab a beer.
Yeah, that's why I live here. So what's going on? And bring it back.
Very easy.
It is very easy. All right, see you, bye.